Hello. Hello, whoever's around at the moment. I'm literally just getting myself a drink. Don't mind me. Got a question to pose to people when everybody's been in, because I've been trying to wrap my head around Sans and Papyrus's house. It's just all kinds of wacky. But yeah, you'll hear me doing just a drink for a moment. I'm gonna get myself a drink of tea, and then away we go. And we're gonna do like an opinion piece where everybody kind of figures out what the hell is going on with the house, and then we can decide where to go from there, because at the moment it's not. I wouldn't say it's in a good place where I enjoy it. It's a bit messy, and my head's in that current state where it's just like, yeah, nah. So yeah. Hello everyone. Hey Sailor, nice to see you again. I know I just saw you in VR, but nice to see you again. Thanks again for that. I'm gonna, like I said, have this done as an opinion piece. So there'll be a little bit of everybody giving their idea on something that I found online, and then we'll go from there. Mainly because, again, my head's stuck in that part where it can't get over an idea. It's just like, dude, I've not seen this before. It's kind of weird, and it'll take some jiggling around in terms of people's opinion to get me to budge on it. But yeah, at the moment the wireframe for the downstairs in the living room and stuff is all over the place, so I just want it to be cleaner. So there's 2 people watching this, Joel. Yeah, it's fine. 1 bit will be timing, 2 bit will be day, and 3 I only just sent out the links. So it might take some time. It's also why my model's not on yet, because I'm out of the room. I'm like busy just getting a drink, so internet is dying right now. So yeah, hello to everyone that's just coming in. Welcome to another Sans and Papyrus house, but hopefully I can get this done. Like, the worst part is, again, I keep thinking of all the events and stuff that we've done in the past where I hear people being like, dude, modeling for Undertale is so hard because of just the way that Toby and the team did the artwork. And I'm like, yep, no, that's correct. Yeah. Everybody goes through it, everybody has their own sort of solution for stuff. Mentioned this plenty of times, but it's just finding the one that I'm most comfortable with. And I'm looking at one right now and I'm like, oh, that looks comfy. Maybe I should ask everybody else first. You know, so just quickly getting this drink. But yeah, in the meantime, you're looking at the wireframe setup of the room here from the outside. Basically, just tried to do little bits of it today while I was busy doing a lot of other more important things. And trying to get it looking clean. I attach my microphone to my shirt here at the moment so I can actually carry it around and go free-handed. Free-handing my microphone, and then I can get myself a drink easy. But yeah. We got some crazy stuff again, a bit like having to solve Naps the Luke's house by literally using Metaton's overlay, basically, or, you know, layout. It's that kind of thing where it's just like, okay, got an issue, this kind of makes sense, looks awesome, should I just copy this or what? That's what it boils down to for the moment, and then if it does, then, like, if everybody doesn't mind it, then I can easily just replicate it, and bam, there we go, new house. And then all I have to do is do a couple of house models for Snowden and the outside of the library and possibly Grillby's, but it's no big deal. It's not as if I have to create most of Snowden. Like, admittedly, it'd just be the buildings, that's not too bad. The buildings and the cave entrance, if I was being totally 100% accurate, because the entrance needs to be redone to make it accurate to the one that we did for the waterfall update. So there's at least a little bit that needs to be done for Snowden, which I mentioned in previous updates, and there's also been previous stuff that I've mentioned about Heartland as well, which also needs to be finished up. But yeah, here we go. I'm back, sitting down at my desk now. Hello everyone. So, here's the deal right now. You're gonna get an image on screen, and I just want opinions on this. I just realized as well, it started the OSD right at the very end instead of the beginning. God damn. Okay, so opinion piece time. This is the one that I've been using for reference from VR chat. That's Frisk's one. Right? Here's the reference that I just talked about. I just showed Sailor and in VR chat. I'm trying to find it now. It's showing me all the other stupid windows here that I don't want. Yeah, sometimes when this kind of thing happens, I like trying to get opinions for this real quick. Then I can make alterations super fast, and it doesn't really hold me up at all. But then it makes me look like a raving lunatic because I'm just running into VR chat and being like, "You give me opinion now," you know. Okay, here we go. So, let's see what people say. So, here's the deal, right? Who's in chat? Just do a little I'm here or whatever, just so I know. Because I know Sailor's internet is dying, Joel's here, and there's like 2 other people. I showed Sailor a video of this before, so I just figure I'd double down on this. Literally posted this everywhere else as well, hoping I'd get a response super quick, but it didn't happen, so this may be one of those streams where it just gets thrown in the bin depending on what happens. Because I literally just want to act on this as quickly as possible. Okay, so for chat, here's the deal, right? Still having problems with the room layout for Sans and Papyrus' house. Just looks all weird. All kinds of weird. Can't get my head around it at all. Head is just stuck, like I was saying, in a weird situation where it's just like, yeah, no. Don't want to do that. None of the other references really come up with solutions other than changing the way things are. Like, just to try and fit everything in. And I'm just like, okay, I'm having a look around at stuff again, see what happens. And I find this one. memes now you're here, I can explain that, and I wish I'd OBS'd it. I'll explain that in a bit, and also I need your opinion on this, so I figured now's a good time to get your attention. Yeah, to go over the Hotland thing, literally it was just me messing. I just said to Sailor, because I was mentioning about this, and I was like, I need an opinion piece, it'd be crazy, and Sailor was like, oh, memes is online, and I was like, just whatever you do, do not, I was like, it'd be funny if we send a, oh, there's Blair as well, right, okay, so this is good. I was like, whatever you do, it'd be funny sending memes a message saying, yeah, Hotland isn't done yet, because we're at the end of finishing off Hotland. And I said, and then I followed it up with not literally, and Sailor was like, yeah, I've already done it. And then I was like, oh, god damn it. So yeah, that was a joke. We're literally at like the very end of Hotland. We just need to basically do a little bit of sprucing up to the interior of the lab and add the doors to it, and maybe a like a fan shrine area for Mew Mew. But yeah, apart from that, it's almost there. It ain't done though. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're not having the traumatizing part again of like how we design it. But here we go, right? For you guys, because again, I started this and said, look, I need an opinion piece. You're very familiar with Undertale, of course. Quite a lot of you, in fact, all of you are. And obviously, you know as well as I do, some of the stuff is sus in terms of layouts and things. Getting to the point, the funny house, the one for Sans and Papyrus, basically the layout for it is obviously really weird. It doesn't fit in its own sprite work. It's really weird. Like if we go over to here, I've mentioned this before on stream. Oh crap! I've not got the. Well done, Dave. I've not got the. Oh, there it is. When you look at the sprite work, right, it's a tiny ass house, but all of this has to fit inside it, and the way that it's laid out does not work, right? Do something similar to how Mario Sunshine did interiors for Delfino Island. I'm trying to remember what, just go inside and then it's a different interior? Because I already did that kind of with the resort. Except that the resort kind of follows continuity a little bit. But yeah, I can totally do this like this and then have the outside. So there are two places that have smaller interiors. Memes, have you got videos of this just so I can see this as well? Because I can't remember Mario Sunshine really well. I've not played it in literally years. Like, it's a good game, I've just not played it, like, recently. Within the past few years. More than 10 years, I think. It's just so I know the exact locations. But yeah, this does not work, so everybody tries to fit it in different ways. Like, we'll try and extend the ground floor a little bit outwards and then push these around, maybe, like, shorten, like before I was shortening Papyrus's room by just taking out this end bit, pushing the bed a little bit further in, you know. And it was working. We shortened Sans' room a little bit. It was all working within the confines of this, right? But I still wasn't down with it, I think, mainly because when you look at this, there's the top that goes up, and then there's the side bit there. And it wasn't sitting well with me. My brain was just like, what? No. It wasn't sitting with me again. And I've explained plenty of times before, sometimes my brain just gets stuck, and that's it. And then I was looking around, and funny enough, I got this from The Sims 4. This is literally somebody's build from The Sims 4, and they just put it on stilts. They literally built the back of the house how you would expect. They just built it out and then put it on stilts. But the thing is, because I'm British, I have never seen a house on stilts outside of like ones that you might see on like the edge of a cliff or something, or on a hill. So it's weird to me, and I don't know whether it looks right or not. I can even find the video and put that on screen for you guys, but I just wanted to know what you thought about this kind of an idea. You know. It's like, my brain will not be satisfied until it gets some sort of like an answer where it's like, oh yeah, this is totally good, you know, this is cool, or everybody else is like, yeah, it's cool. There would be more than one support beam. There are a lot more support beams around the back, it's just this render is only showing one at the moment. I think Sans and Papyrus has an attic in the house. Oh no. This is why it's crazy with like Undertale and stuff, because like it's just there's added stuff that I either can't remember because of me only doing 2 playthroughs on different consoles, or it's just because like I'm forgetting stuff and just being like, oh no. But yeah, this one looked cool. I'll try and get a shot of it, but basically the 2 rooms at the back, Sans' one sticks out the back, and we still get the balcony there, and then Papyrus's one kind of does the same, but the roof goes up and around and joins to it, and kind of goes in with it. Can't see your avatar. Oh yeah, I need to put my model on. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine. I'm doing great, apart from losing my mind to this problem, and I just realized my menu might be up on screen. No, it isn't. Oh my god. I thought my avatar menu was on screen that shows all my all my avatars and everything. I say that, and then next one you could probably hear me dropping my my camera. Then I was trying to rotate it so it's facing me on the screen, and I dropped it. It's going brilliantly today. It's like my brain can't get in gear. Everything's falling apart. And I just want to get a stream done so I can get this house done and the rest of Snowdon. And by the rest of Snowdon, I mean just the buildings, because I said I was going to redo them anyway. There we go. Where am I at here? There we go. Do you need to be dragged to a funny whiteboard again for VR chat just to plan this out? I mean, I need to load my headset. Or rather, I need to load my headset. I need to charge it. Not the whiteboard. I know, right? The whiteboard of craziness. But yeah, the way this works, where is it? I'll get the video to show you because my brain is just like, yeah, this is a nice thing. I could just do this, you know. Meanwhile, everybody else is freaking out about Helldivers again and complaining about how they got played by Sony. Just give me a moment. Where is Is that it? Yeah, it is. There's the exact video from somebody from like a couple of years ago. That wasn't targeted at you, Blair, by the way. It's more what I do is when I'm dealing with other stuff at the moment. No, seriously. At the moment, what I'm doing is I have this kind of weird fascination with the Helldivers community at the moment on Steam, and it's mainly just looking at the comments and seeing who genuinely is posting like, wait, Sony lied? Question mark? You know, I don't know why, but I just find it amusing. It's not in a nasty way or anything, it's just big corporation bad? Yeah, exactly. It's just, I don't know why, I just find it so amusing at the moment. But yeah, here we go. So this is it, this is the video, right? Obviously from The Sims, as I mentioned before. I don't even know how I got to it. I think I'm gonna deliberately put the person's YouTube on to credit them, because I don't want to just watch the entire thing all the way through, but I do want to show you round the back and how they've kind of got to it. So bam, they just go through all of this, they put all the doors in and everything, it looks real nice. And then round the back it just looks awesome. They've got like all the stilts up and everything, it works. They put all the details on, and then you can see they fit everything on the inside, how it is on the sprite work. You got the stilts around the back that you can see holding up Papyrus and Sans rooms on the left and right, respectively. And then they even have enough room to put the lab in there. Where is it? There's the shed being worked on. There's the lab. It's just like, dude, what? So obviously the downstairs is a little bit different at the back there. I'm sat here going, wait a minute, this is perfect. You know, it explains everything. Everything fits in the right place, and then you get that. And I'm just like, why has nobody done this before up until now? You know, so my brain at the moment is like, dude, this just works. This just works. It's the most simple solution is just put it on stilts and have done with it. You know. There needs to be 2 supports for the deck. There's like 6 or something stupid around the back. Where is it? 4 there, and then... But yeah, my brain just watched this and was just like, dude, seriously, this is perfect. And I can't get out of that at the moment, so it's either I do this or I just do the floor plan and just have it as a teleported room. Oh, on the front. What, for that bit? Or because the porch, I mean that bit's porch, right? That has support, so am I looking at the wrong thing? I like it, but the balcony needs support at the front. Oh, this one. Yeah, that definitely needs support. Like, again, it's that whole thing of, because of me being stuck at the moment mentally, I'm just like, I need somebody to just jog my brain and either be like, dude, that sucks, or, no, that's fine, let's go with it, you know. No, front of the deck on the top floor. Front of the deck, top floor. What, like, oh, that one? Joel said, like I said, I'll be right back. No problem. Even structurally, it needs it. Yeah, it needs a lot more support going in, or at least bigger support beams. But that's on the Sims version. If I did something similar and just put bigger support beams in there, you know, bit like these ones, that would just work. That would work really well, and I don't really see a problem to it. It's just, again, I've not encountered a house like this. Not so much where, you know, the joke being that it just doesn't fit inside itself in the game. But what I mean, like, I've not encountered a house like this where it's on stilts. You know, it's very similar to when I had the issue with Toriel and Asgor's house, and then I was looking around and found the exact reference that I needed, which was what was it? It was like a longhouse or something, the exact name was for it. But it was like, essentially, it was just really old houses that were extremely long, and I was like, oh, well, there we go then. And my brain had no problem after that. You know. Pier and beam housing, yeah, specifically like this in winter. Like if I got a screenshot of something kind of like this, in winter like this, my brain would probably just be like, there we go. Going for a drive. Back later, maybe, says Blair. But yeah, I like this layout. Okay, stay safe, Blair. But yeah, it was like with the whole thing, like we were saying, with Asgore's and Toriel's house, it's literally just the moment I unjogged my brain, or rather I unclogged it by just seeing something like this in real life in the actual sort of environment, it was like, oh, okay, there we go. The Sims has always been a good house builder / generator. Shame the game itself now is bleh. So, I'm just going to check the Discord here, because, like, I'm thinking if enough people just turn around and be like, yeah, that seems plausible, go for it, I might literally just do it. Oh, I got no responses, yeah, apart from the stream. That's the only problem, like I was saying, because I want to act on stuff sooner rather than later. It's just like, oh no. What house? That reminds me, memes, did you send me those vids, or a vid, or whatever, because I can just watch it on stream now. This is basically like a work in progress vid anyway, so I can always just watch it on stream and then have Nintendo copyright me. Meanwhile, I'm just enjoying a drink at the moment. I sincerely hate it when my brain gets like this, because it slows down stuff so much. I was on about the same thing to the Minecraft crew. You know, the ones that do Minecraft, or rather Undertale and Minecraft, but on a giant scale. And they have the same problem where it's just like, dude, this sucks. Crimson says, on a side note, I'll be getting my last degree at Katsuki on Tuesday. Oh, nice, nice. I hope that's good. There's the one, I'm just looking at all the video stuff that I've got in the background here, because I typed in on Google, house stilts in snow, and I've got some of them, but they're not exactly what I want. It's literally like 4 stilts on each corner of a house that's made out of like logs and stuff. It's like, it's not right. It doesn't look correct at all, so my brain is just like, dude, this ain't right. And then you've got other ones where they're on like a lake or whatever. It's just like, excuse me? Still trying to have a look at stuff. There's a really weird one there. That's on a beach. That is incredibly strange. And then there's another house here on stilts in Philadelphia, I think? Yeah, Philadelphia. That one's in the snow, though. That one's actually somewhat like it. See if we can find anything else here like it, because it's a very strange concept to me. The problem is, it was a glitch video I found out about it. Oh, okay. Give me a minute, I'll try and find something that says Crimson. That's fair. I've got plenty of time, so... Like, I'm on the stream, I've got plenty of time anyway. Normally I have, like, from now till about another hour and a half tops before I have to call it for the evening, so... I'm just trying to look for stuff myself here. I'm, like, in the background on Google trying to find stuff that isn't on, like, a beach or whatever. Like, if I can find something that's close that just has my brain turn around and be like, hey, dude, this is a real thing. You know, just take a look at it for about an hour or so and you'll be fine. It's like, oh, okay. But like I was saying, that the stereotypical ones I found are stuff like the ones in the Hollywood Hills or whatever, where you just know they're on, like, the side of a mountain and they're just on stilts. And it's not the same thing. And before I get shouted at by memes, just do it simple, just do the floor plan, it doesn't matter. It's like, it does. I'm going to be seeing the outside, so it matters. My brain be stupid. It isn't actually stupid, it's just, I don't know what's up with me. It's just really weird. I don't like getting shouted at. This Just make it simple, you foolish man. I try to. It's just my brain literally is just like, dude, this makes no sense. Logic. And I'm just like, no. Nervous laughter here, because it's... I honest to God hate it. I hate being like this, but I can't help it. No. Magic. You can just... just turn around and be like, it's Undertale, it's all magic. I think it was also because I was doing I was going to plan on doing the outside of like every building and just up-resing everything. It's like, that's why I'm just like, dude, I could make it work, you know. Chalk it up to magic. See, I still have to place stuff like, I've still got it like set up here. I've not exactly got rid of it. But part of this came about as well by just, I'm looking at this and I'm like, the wireframe just looks trash. It's all over the place. I've tried everything to get the quads to work. I'll just redo it and clean out the quads so they look a little bit better. So essentially like Waterfall, where I had to redo some areas like multiple times to get it to look as clean as possible instead of a mess like this. Because what ended up happening was I started working on it. I did it differently in different areas, and then I'm like, oh, the window can be optimized into quads here. That's good. And then I'm trying to follow that round, and it's like, oh, this can be optimized here. And then next moment, I'm like, oh, if I want to optimize this, then this loop goes all in a weird way. And then I'm looking at this, and I'm like, it's a bit messy, but it's workable. And then I come here and look at it, and I'm like, oh, the roof's flat there. Wait, the roof's flat? And then I'm like, okay, guess I gotta have a look for reference just to see what's going on there. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Send 2 pics that might help. This is Crimson. Let's have a look. Timestamp about 12:17 as well for the Mario one. I'll check that out now as well. I'll check out both of these at the same time. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I was on about, Crimson. Ah, not just a wooden beam. Yep. The stone beams might be way better. I'm gonna like stare at that image for like a good hour or something, because that actually looks pretty nice. Dude, no joke, I have a feeling that house would probably work. Or as reference, if I just like stared at that for about an hour. I'm just gonna quickly throw this glitch video up on the same one that we got here. See what's going on. Bam, there we go. So about 12 minutes in. Okay. Wait, what? I'm not sure that's what I should have been seeing. Invisible Delfino glitch. It's type of a mountainside home from what I remember. Okay, okay. Generally, the stone beams should have a wooden center. Oh, this bit. Because the thing is, you never saw the interior of buildings like this properly anyway. Well, some of the glitch explains it rather well. Okay, let's put the audio on then and then go back to 12:17.
Which is super easy and a lot of fun, and best of all, it can be performed anywhere there's a rocket nozzle up for grabs. I highly recommend you try this one out. One of Super Mario Sunshine's most mysterious glitches is the Invisible Isle Delfino glitch, where all the buildings, beaches, and even the ground are rendered invisible, and only interactive objects like NPCs, palm trees, fruit coins, and shines are actually visible. This is a really simple glitch to trigger, and there are actually 2 different methods to pull it off. The first method is the easiest in my opinion, and it involves the rocket nozzle and the boathouse. Standing on this spot and then
He explains why they put the interiors above. I mean, it solves the whole problem of having to render both of them at the same time because of how much would be on screen.
Using the rocket
suppose.
nozzle followed by a dive will trigger the glitch, and now you'll see that Isle Delfino has been rendered invisible. The second way is to use the box smashing minigame room, where you face the exit of the room at this kind of angle with the spray nozzle, ground pound, and then in sidestep mode switch to the hover nozzle and immediately hover. Once you go through the door, try to angle Mario to go through the trigger for the interior of the room. This way of triggering the glitch is possible at the start of the game, but perhaps a little bit tricky, so I'd recommend trying this glitch when you have access to the rocket nozzle. But I guess the big question is, what exactly is going on here? Well, the reason Delfino Plaza is now invisible is because of the rendering priority the game takes. When Mario goes into these two rooms, the interiors of these two buildings are actually placed high above Delfino Plaza.
So
and
you
you
have
can
to be
see
rendered.
this if you use the rocket nozzle storage glitch and boost Mario up to these two rooms. You'll also notice that these rooms are in fact invisible too, with only the NPCs that inhabit them actually rendered. When you enter the interiors for these buildings, there's a trigger at the door that teleports Mario up to these invisible rooms in the air and then renders
because then it's not rendering the entirety of the scenery, the particle effects, the city and everything. Yeah, that's fine, provided you don't see through the windows or anything.
Invisible and renders Delfino Plaza invisible for optimization of the game. Because why render an entire island when you're unable to see it?
Yeah, especially when there's so many polygons on screen. Like, that's fair, because, like, that's Dev 101. If you're not rendering, well, if you don't see something, you don't render the polygons, because, like, they did that as early as stuff like Crash Bandicoot to optimize frame rate. I know that, that's something I've known for ages, but it's like, this is more logic for Undertale, right? Because they imply that you can see outside in Mario here by blooming out these windows like mad and really controlling the camera angle so that you don't see out of them, but it's implied, right? That's how it works within Mario. So, even though you don't see outside of them, and they don't need to render outside of it, they've got a trick that keeps you saying, oh, look, they're rendering everything inside here, and I can see kind of outside a little bit. But when it comes to something like this, and this is why I was so insistent, especially with like Heartland, of getting all of Heartland done in certain areas. Hey, nothing to see here. The problem with this is that we have multiple areas where there are windows, right? So say, for instance, we have here, and we have over here, and stuff. And you can see out of all of those into those areas, right? So you need to be able to see what's next to them and everything else. And it's a bit like going up here. You're going to have areas like this, and my brain is automatically going, dude, why are we even doing this? My brain now is just like, dude, just stick with this. I think it's because of that one edge there. That one edge is just throwing me off. Because that is clearly a slant. It's just like, why is it even there on that side of the house if it's flat like that? What's the problem with it there? Like, why is that like that? Oh yeah, I know about that one. That akin to doing a fake box of 2D textures. It's basically the way that that's done is it simulates a fake 3D environment with shaders. I've already kind of done that in Napster place. But no, I'm talking myself out of it now. My brain's just like totally gobbledygook today because of looking after my daughter and everything before stream. The only thing that I'm stuck on now, because I could easily just settle on what I've already got now and just throw it in Snowden and just fix it up and make it a little bit better polygon-wise, is the whole deal with this roof, right? Because there's a clear, it comes down, has a slant. The problem is, as we can see here, that interferes with Papyrus's room. How do do this? The only thing I can think of is we just designed the roof a little bit different. That's when I sort of turned around and was like, wait a minute, I should start redoing the house, and then I was like, maybe I should just do this, because this explains everything? So that's where that came from. But otherwise, I'm almost there. It's just that bit. Magic. There's, I guess, what you could call a subroof just in front of it. Yeah, there's that small one. It's kind of like, I can only describe it as you've got the top roof there, which has like an overhang. And then you've got this bit, which is almost like it's protecting the... Again, it's overhanging and protecting the window here, and also the door. But then in front of the door, they've also got a porch. So it's like, dude, what's going on here with this, you know? And the reason why I'm getting hung up on this, primarily, is because you'll see so many other designs that do this, where they add this in, and then you'll go up the stairs, and the stairs will be, like, have a bit of a slant to it, or they'll change the stair position, because that comes in. You know, so it's like, how do I reflect that in this, so that it just works? You know, famous words by Todd Howard. I just want to reflect it so it looks accurate on the inside, and then my brain will be happy with how it is on the outside, no matter how I do it. You know, so I think that's where I'm up to right now. Then, if we're not doing this, then it's got to be a case of how do I solve that? How do I solve that? And it's not just magic, you know, because you don't just put that there for the sake of it. Like, if I just put that there, it makes no sense. Because it has to follow the house around by house designs. The thing is, where's that? That actually goes to Papyrus's room on that. What it does is it goes up, down there, and then goes across and ends in Papyrus's room. On this design, at least. You know. You can send the outer wall on the ground a little bit. Like, round here? Or just... here in general, so that we don't see it on the interior, but we see it on the exterior. Because remember, it's got to be reflected on the interior, or at least you'd think it would be, based on how it looks, because it sticks out that much. And the thing is, this is a solid wall on the sprite, which is why it's kind of weird. Although I say that, and there's no actual barrier there, unlike up here where it clearly shows it. It might just be because of how the sprites have been cut off there. Looks like the second story is smaller, yeah. It's almost like it gets pushed in a little bit and then the... Hang on. If I try and redo this, this is going to be rough. Right, so I'm going to put the music on and just get on with it, because I think... The second story is smaller, but the problem is then I've still got to fit everything else in without it looking like an Amazon warehouse. This is why I'm saying, like, it's crazy. Where are we at here? Did the other one have it? If I just quickly look at the other one. I think it literally just built that up as a little bit of a thing. That moment where I've got to slow the other play speed down for the other one to like 0.5, just so I can see what's going on. No, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna do one that's literally just a one-to-one of the OG, and then I can just mess around with it if I need to. is it? I'm trying to find the, there we go. Hide that, bring in the other one. Hide that as well. I need to try and keep this scale if possible. This house, man. I wouldn't believe that, like, out of everything I get stumped on at the very end, this would be one of them. Oh boy. Memes, did you see the inside of MTT Resort, by the way? I think you did. I'm just trying to remember. Do diddle-doo, do diddle-doo. Do diddle-doo, do diddle-doo. Did you get to see the inside of the resort when I actually did it? Because I can't remember whether you did or didn't. Doesn't help that you can have a bit of liberty with sprite work. Exactly. That's why a lot of people say it's hard doing stuff like Undertale in 3D because of stuff like this happening, you know. IDK. Okay. So I'll just show it off real quick so at least you know. So again, kind of similar with the map that we're looking at with Sans and Papyrus' house. This is a completely separate interior, but it's looking nice now. It's looking nice, and because it's a separate interior, it's all good. I just need to put the fake backdrop for Hotline in, and then we're good. But this is what I mean by continuity. Like everything that I've done outside reflects the stuff that I'm going to be showing. You know, so pretty nice. But again, this is the whole thing where I was saying, like, in terms of Hotland and everything, I need to build the balcony and the bridge to the core there. Apart from that, we're done. You know, so happy with that. At least that's something that I don't have to worry about now. Okay, so I need to make sure I take all this geometry here because I need it to just simplify things. That wasn't there, I could pull it off. But the problem is, still that, screw it. Screw it, I'm gonna try brute forcing this in my head and just see whether it works. I'm not happy with myself right now. It's funny because I've got therapy for this exact thing tomorrow as well. I'm just gonna be like, so anyway, I have issues. Okay. So that more or less sets up the downstairs there. Now, I've got too many things overlapping each other. Let's get rid of that one. Okay. Keep that there. Keep this here. But bring that there because where I've got these two, is like the maximum width of the downstairs, right? If I bring that in a little bit, and then do the top of the stairs like it is in game, what we get is what I should be looking at is something like this, where we set up this cube here to reflect everything. That should ideally be where the upstairs is, right? I love the way we got Flowey's theme on for this as well. And then maybe downstairs, try and prototype this a little bit. Maybe for the downstairs bit, just do this. Imagine that's going to do something like that. Does that make sense that way? The problem is, again, that, which means you'd have to have the... that edge there is just a pain. Hey, Sammy! Yeah, please do, Crimson. It's not Mother's Day here in the UK, but thank you very much anyway. It's that lip on the outside. It's doing it. No, it's fine, it's fine. You didn't know. This sucks so much. I'm just gonna finish it. I'm just gonna finish it. Screw it. I feel so bad right now. Right, that goes to the... That comes up here. Swear man, I'm gonna have to get tested for this kind of thing because it's just frustrating being stuck in a rut and then just having to brute force myself and I'm just sat here just like I'm not happy. Okay. Maybe there's a raised ceiling. Let's have a look. What, on that section of the house? I'm still trying to figure out how this works so it can look right internally. Hey Connor. Partial slope to the left side, but the ceiling is overall raised compared to normal. If I did that along that side of the wall, If I brought it over to the side, that'd still suck. I have returned. GCSEs are kicking my butt. Oh no. GCSEs are kicking your butt, and this is kicking my butt. I guess we're both having our butts kicked. By the way, I hope the GCSEs aren't too bad. English lit. Oh no. Chat, we're cooked. Yeah, it's the skeleton house is not going well at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out how it looks and stuff, and I think I'm just literally kind of like slowly forcing myself to just accept that it will not be exactly how I want it to, and I've just got to deal with it. That's the worst bit, because my brain literally is just like, dude, you suck, you can't do it. You know, and I'm just like, oh no. Worst part is, it's that whole thing of like, you can kick yourself really hard, and you know where all your weak points are. So I'm going way hard on myself for literally like no reason. That's the worst part. And then I've got stupid, well no, it's not stupid, I've got therapy tomorrow for this exact thing. What the? Hang on a sec, just gotta go check something. Gotta go check on the baby. I just realized one thing that might just solve it. So here's one other way of me solving it. I literally just turn around and be like, it's the way the wall is designed on the interior. It's different to the outside. That's literally the only other way I can think about it. Oh. Okay, so that's... I don't want to be going too in-depth with the downstairs for the time being, but I do need to get it somewhat done here, so... do this, goes across there, and then it just keeps going, and it joins up round here. The problem is, it's not exactly there. There's a lip before that. It's about there. It's just in line with that. And then it goes over like that, roughly about 2 doors, which I don't have the doors there anymore, so I'm going to have to copy them. Yeah, that's not right either, which means that needs to be raised. Two of those there, so I can get the correct spacing. this needs to go over here now. And then if I actually just like delete that first. Then I can just bring that up there. And then we can just do that there. And then that can join onto there. Connor says, well, I'm going bed in half an hour, getting up early, 9 AM exam. Oof. Dude. Hey, babes. Oh. 9 AM exam is rough. It's like you only just get in. And then automatically it's like, so anyway, sit down. Now you're gonna get tested on everything you've learned over the past like year or so. It's like, dude, seriously, give me a break. Okay. I sucked at my GCSEs anyway. I only just got passing grades. I've mentioned that before though. That really did suck. I only just got passing grades on mine. And then the best one I did was geography because I really like geography. Got a question for you, says Memes. Go for it. My goal, baby, take passing grades and then I'll yoink them and go. No, mine was embarrassing because I could have done better. Like, way better. What's your thought? Oh, double dash, yeah. It isn't Team All-Stars Racing. Oh. Yeah, the worst part about thoughts on Kirby Air Ride. Unfortunately, I have not played it yet. I know I could have done better, but I'd rather save the effort when it really counts. See, the thing is, GCSEs kind of do and don't count. Like, they are important in what you'll be able to do in future in terms of like subject matter and stuff, but it's kind of up in the air with that based on whatever you want to do. You know, like for instance, if you want to go and do something that requires like English or whatever, you have to have English at a certain level. Or like for some places, you have to have basics of English and math at a certain level and stuff. It's rough. It's like my entire experience with exams was literally, it's like I just ended up hiding. I ended up hiding because of not wanting to do them in the first place. And then knew I could have done better. And then yeah, I ended up basically only just getting passing grades, which sucked when I was trying to get into college, because I wanted to do, well, I wanted to do like meteorology and stuff, but I had the grade for geography, but just not English or math. And what was even worse was there was no places near me that did meteorology studies. Or if I remember rightly, there might have been one, but it was religious, and I'm not an overly religious person, so it was rough. But yeah, studying for me sucked for the exams, mainly because of it was on the back of all the stuff that I was dealing with in high school. So I ended up just sort of playing video games rather than actually doing revision. But it was basically playing video games and waiting for people to go the hell away and leave me alone, you know. There you go, this downstairs isn't too bad at the moment. I just need to get this set up correctly and then we're done. It's just a case of connecting these lines to each other in a decent way that won't look too bad. So like for instance there for that one. Although, let's see. Maybe there for that one. That one goes to there, that one goes to there, that one goes to there, this one goes here. I need another couple of wires here, or loops. No other reason, having 2 exams on almost every one of those days is kind of oof. Honestly, my dad got way too into it. He's super proud, that's all I could really want. I've got 60% of my grade already. Oh, nice. Congrats then, you've done really good. My passing grades were terrible. I got, what was it? I'm trying to remember now. I think it was like 1 C, a D, and then like 3 E's or something like that. It was something really stupid, or maybe it was 2 C's. If I remember rightly, I needed 3 C's to get into 6th forms. I think it was, because I think I got a C in geography. I got a C in English Lit, I think it was. Or it might have been English language. And then I got a D in one of the other Englishes. And then I got E in science, which was split up into science, and then I think the other one was chemistry and biology. And then I got, the last E I got was I think maths, which was terrible. And then the rest were well, it wasn't exactly fails, but I didn't bother with some of them. Never seen an E. My year's too smart. Yeah, like I was saying, my high school was rough, so I wasn't exactly concentrating on grades at the time. Again, that's what annoyed me more than anything else, because it was the whole deal of I knew I could have done better and I could have got better grades. But yeah, people wouldn't leave me the hell alone. And it kind of messed with me a lot. And then I had to work and do everything myself off my own determination to even stand a chance of getting into college and university. There we go, that'll work for the downstairs, because that is clean in terms of loops now. So if I do, what's going on with that one? There we go. If I do that now, the less loops the better, you see, so. I just realized that's not going to go to there because that wall has a hole in it for that. Okay, so that's going to be weird. And then that one goes to there, but the problem is that one also has a hole in it for that door. Okay. Hey Dave, want to hear something cool, says Sammy? Yeah, sure, go for it. I need a button I can press where I can just swap to my moody avatar so quick. I need to find if that's an actual legit thing. Ooh. Right, there we go, that's not too bad for cleanup there at the moment. Let's see. You're talking to a future cadet for the National Guard. Oh, nice. Come save me if war, I beg, says Connor. Congrats. Okay, that's fine there at the moment. It's all clean. What's not clean is the upstairs, and the reason I say that is because we've got to do the hole at the top, right? The hole at the top can be done in a kind of clean manner. I just need to get it like this, you know, where it's all in quads. If I can get it in quads, then Sans and Papyrus' house base mesh is practically in the bag, you know. Let's try with 6 sides, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I would have liked to have done better in my, with my grades at least, you know. Would have been nice. Would have given me more options and I wouldn't have had to work so goddamn hard to get in anywhere, because the only reason I got in college or university was because of my own work. Like, basically, when I ended up leaving high school, I was like, yeah, I'm not going through that again. I'm just going to dedicate myself to working really goddamn hard now. And what ended up happening was when I started doing 3D, or rather that's when I started doing 3D, and I started learning it for, I think, the entire summer, and then I was using the basics of it to get into college to do courses, because originally I was going to do, I think it was like armed police training and stuff, but that's when somebody else recommended it to me. And I was just like, oh, I'll just go for it, because I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time. And then I was like, yeah, I'll just do anything at this point. So I ended up doing that for a while, but it didn't work out because of my condition. And then I was like, I'll do video game stuff. I like video games anyway, so I'll just do them. And the course requirements were higher than what I actually had in terms of education. The course requirements needed me to have way more, if I remember rightly. And I ended up just being like, look, I've got a portfolio if you want to see my stuff. And they were just like, okay, let's see what you can do. And then I just showed them like a bunch of stuff that I'd been doing for like the past summer or stuff, and they were like, oh, okay, that's actually really good. We can put you on the course because we know you'll get the work done because it looks like you've got the skills for it anyway. And I'm like, oh, cheers. They're like, yeah, we don't do this regularly, so consider yourself lucky. I was like, oh, okay. And then I just worked my ass off the entire time since, and I've not really stopped. Oh my god, I walk out of my room to get a burger and I get bombed by a toddler attack. $25? $30? There we go. So the problem here is I'm going to have to take all of these sections of the mesh and try and create a hole in the geometry for them. Because the idea is that then I can put a circle around this and it'll just work. The famous last words. Like, because where is it? There's a a piece of geometry that I made before where it's just a cylinder. And the idea was to just take this, something like this, like a 32 cylinder. 325, jeez. 32. Rotate that on the 90. Do that, and then provided I do, like, for instance, the idea is to have this be a double inset with a bridge. So we do double inset here to about there, and then we bridge it. And the idea is that when I bring this in, it'll do that detail that I need it to. The problem is I need to punch a hole in the geometry that does not require a ton of lines and things. So if I just do that at the right sort of angle, that should cover it up. So it looks like I punched through it. Which just about does. Oh. Yeah, I can just about get away with that. Unless I do an 8, because an 8-sided one would work just as well. It's either that or... Yeah, let's... 4. Try to work this out now. Let's try... If I remember rightly, 8-sided was supposed to be alright with this kind of thing, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've cut holes like this at low poly level, because I used to be able to do it ages ago. It was like a technique that I learned way back in like 2018 or something. Or before then. And then I've just not used it very often, so... Yeah, that works way better. The problem then is I've got quads going everywhere, so you then have to optimize this. So it's like... delete verts for everything there, apart from... this. But I got my burgers to Sally. Right, the problem here now is obviously having to extrude these edges. Like this, right? Because then we got to figure out where all these are going and what they're doing. If I can take these and try and remember how I spread them out, then we should be good. If I remember rightly, it was something like that. And the reason why is because then we've got quads all over the place and we've only got 4 lines, I think it is. 4 main lines anyway. All the other stuff is a bit crazy, but then we can easily just punch a hole through that. And it's done. So as long as I find out where I can put these other lines, then that should be it. That should be what we're looking for in terms of a way to solve this. So if I try building the upstairs based on this now. Let me try linking it to the downstairs. I wonder whether that'll just work. It might work to there. Okay, what was the original geometry so I can just compare this? Bam, there we go. Oh my god. That moment where I unhide all of this mess. Help! Oh no. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Looks actually better in that position. And then we just go. I'm wondering if I do that and then bring these down, will it just be better for the roof? If I do say that there. The thing is, the sprite is flat on the top, so maybe I just copy the sprite there instead of this, and we just go. Where's that cursed geometry that I only just did? So if I copy the oh geez, if I copy the house roof like that, that's not too bad. And then just to fix up that weird mess there, we can kind of, don't want this to be too far down. Do that. And then if I need to, if I want to make it like a proper triangle, I can do that, or I can do this in and simply move these in a little bit further and try not to move them too far, and then we can have that flat style roof. What does everyone think? Triangular or flat? Based off the sprite work. Because clearly, when you look at the roof there, it's definitely got a flat bit to it. It's almost like just like the triangle. Oh, so just like that? That just looks better? No, no, no. Go back. Well, like it is already, or with the other bit slightly thinner like that? I hope I'm right here. Excuse me. Because it looks like the shape of the house. Oh, you mean like this one because of it matches. Okay. Thanks very much for that, Sammy. At least now I know. It's basically the whole thing. If yeah, this one's more accurate. Hey, Alvin. How you doing? Okay, so if I can attach this to the front of the house here, will be golden. Just another way of saying will be good. So I need to SX. Oh, SX0. SX0. King of the Chicken has arrived. Oh, you tired? Honestly, I do not blame you. There we go. If we do that, and then take that one line all the way through, though, we should be good. If I save that before I do this. Right? And then we just go. Just realized I need to have the floor there as well. Just realized that's going to be a tad bit of a pain there because of that door. I can try and get this to work though, because we need a doorway there. I can bring that in. Same with this one, I can roughly bring that in and just do one loop there, I think. Right, we do SY0. Oh no. SX0 then. Okay, that was weird. It should have been SY, I think, but the reason for this is just the way that this all works with the edge loops, right? So we're gonna have to go like this. Oh crap, come on. The idea being that this mesh, because it's a secondary attempt on this, should be as clean as possible. So I need to get like all of this basically. And just go. Like that. Thing is, not only is that going to be okay there, but what I can do is I can have the doors slightly lowered. So I can cut into them for that bit. But only after I've done this next bit, which is literally just another loop there. Which brings all of this to here. That there, and then the rest should hopefully be fine. Hang on. What I'm trying to do is just manipulate these. Wires here. What's the third door? That's to the balcony. You know, the one on the outside. It just leads there. But I need to, oh, excuse me. I need to punch a hole in that door so you can see the balcony. But hopefully now, because of the way that all this is modeled, all I should need to do now is this. Right? Which is a lot cleaner than the other one. And again, this is kind of, this shows my mental state, you know, where I go through instances of doing a model and be like, okay, I'll work on it for a couple of days or whatever, and I come up with a really scruffy mesh that looks terrible. And then next thing you know, I'm like, you know what, I'll redo that again because I wasn't happy with it, and then I'll just look at doing a more simplified version, and then next thing you know, I've got a mesh that looks a little bit more clean and nice and presentable, you know. Like overall this looks like visually night and day. Hang on. Like on the other one, you can see when I was actively trying to fit quads in. On this one, I'm just like, it's all quads. It's all quads, it fits. Just need these couple on the edges doing. And then we're good. Because these have to go up here like this, yeah. So if I join these here. X0? The only problem with joining these ones primarily is just how much more of a problem this causes with that being like that. There you go, that's not too bad. Hey Spamton Chromite! Oh hey Revenge! I have a theory about that third door. Yeah, for anyone that's coming in now, I was having a mess of a time before trying to figure out how I would do the interior and mix it with the exterior, but I ended up just being like, nah. So I'm just gonna do it like this now. Basically, I was just driving myself crazy because I was like, how do I do this? How do I get it to look nice for everybody? And it was not a nice experience freaking out loads, but we're good now. Because now I should be able to just connect all of this together, and then hopefully all it will be a case of doing is just sticking the roof on and we're good. Because everything else is matched up, more or less. Like hell, even this I think could be done. It's like with this, all we're doing really is that, right? Hang on. Where's that one go? Ah, yeah. That one goes there, that's why it's... Okay, that one needs to be moved over. Same with this one, that one needs to be there, I believe. We got that one there. Then these here, just match up there. And then we just go SZ0. 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 And what this does is, this makes everything the same height, or it should do around here. It's messed up. So that should be the start of me just doing this and going, bam. And then, bam. To the, and then it's just a case of doing these ones across now, which should match up. Like we've got 2, 3 there, matching 3 there. Yep, so that should be good now. So the house should technically be done real soon. The inside. Let's see. All the food keeps loading up. Man, that's crazy. Alvin says, have a great day, dude. I need to go because Wi-Fi is very glitchy. Remember to stay safe and we believe in you. Echo, echo. Thank you very much, Alvin. Excuse me. Oh, goddamn. That's because I've been getting up so early to deal with the baby. More baby stories from Dave again. Like, seriously. So good. Okay. So I need... this kind of thing going on where... oh. Merge by distance, and then I just need to join them in. Oh, wait. No. I just realized what I did there. Merge vertices by distance. What this does is it takes everything near it and just merges it. So I should be able to just weld these to each other. And then for this one, we just merge it last. That looks so much cleaner. What did I miss? You've not been around in a while. There have been things and stuff happening. And me going crazy. Okay, so I need... in order. We got some new people. We did. We got some new people. We got the resort basically done, the interior of the resort. Trying to remember what else we did. Oh, look at that. That is clean. Oh, yes. It's what we like to see. A mesh that's just absolute clean. Like, it's not a mesh. I'll show you the comparison. What hour is it over there? It's like almost midnight here, yeah. How's the voice acting going? We're getting there. I've finally got in contact with some of the people that I dropped out of contact with. They're fine. They finally just had stuff to deal with. We're getting more of Alphys's lines from Blur. Blur's doing a great job at the moment. I've got to get back properly in the rhythm for getting all of, or rather the remaining lines for Asriel and Flowey, not Asriel and Flowey, just Asriel, God of Hyperdeath, and Young Asriel, mainly because we're up to the point with Asriel, the best bit, you know, where Asriel goes God of Hyperdeath, which means he'll be obviously older, or he'll sound a little bit older, so that's going to be cool to do. We've got to do that entire fight, and then once that's been done, then it's literally just the final parts with Young Asriel, where it's the end of the game, and then him talking to Frisk at the end, and just being like, yeah, so anyway, why did you come back all the way to the beginning of the game again? Well, that's going to be a neat thing to do. But those are the only things that need to be recorded with Asriel. Alphys has all the way up to, I think, the entrance of the core done now. So we just need the core, the date, the true lab, and then the ending. For Alphys, which is still a lot of dialogue for her. Frisk, I need to get Frisk or Wally back to do Frisk stuff, because we're up to recording Snowden, but like a lot of people, Frisk has crazy things going on in terms of like real life stuff, like a job and things. So That's gonna be good, because like this summer I'm hoping to get everything done if possible. Like I want to try and get as much done with Frisk's voice actress, just so that we can get it all out of the way, because it requires a lot of like scripting and brainstorming as well, like I've mentioned in previous sections. Then after that I need to get Kara's voice actor in to record Kara's reactions and stuff, and actually plan them as well. Like I need to go through those interactions and plan them properly, because those are going to be pivotal for this. And then after that, I've got to then get all of the new voices done, which is stuff like all the receptionists from the resort, like fish receptionist, hand receptionist, and diamond receptionist. Then I've got to get I need to have 2 of the redacted characters. No, yeah, 2 of the redacted characters need the lines done fully, because they're still kind of up in the air at the moment. I need a lot more people, because I need Cathy and Bratty done in a Valley Girl accent, which is interesting because I don't think I have anybody at the moment that can do those lines, and I just would like newer people in, just to be able to fill those roles, so it's not like sounding too similar to what we've got already. We've got Gerson done, which I don't have to worry about. Do you believe in the Narakara theory? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I'll let a little bit slip here. What the whole idea for me planning Kara's lines is because I want to do Narakara in this. For those who don't know, or narrator Kara is the whole thing of Kara does narrate some parts of the game. It's almost like, it's not all of it, but I feel like there are certain choice bits where Kara knows things and thus passes that information on to Frisk. At other parts, you could literally just say it's the game giving you narration, instead of saying like, oh yeah, this has so many stats or whatever, you know. There are obviously important parts that Kara knows, so I need to plan out those bits and only those bits and have them done, because if I don't have them done, then it's gonna suck, because I want to do that as a thing. It's part of the original stuff that I leaned on heavily for coming up with the entire idea for the you know, the storyline. So I'm hoping that I can just get that done and it'll be good, you know. But yeah, when you look at the evidence that's the narrator Kara definitely is a thing that I believe in. It seems way too in your face in certain instances, like when you go between the runs. Like the difference between genocide and the difference between genocide and pacifist. What the heck is that? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I get it. That's literally that, the... Okay, now the problem with this now is trying to get this all done with inside this room. Because I know I can do this room as a thing that I might have to do this room again. Which sucks. Wait, what the? No, I didn't need to do the room. What the hell what was that then? Was that just like a prototype room that I did, or was that another thing? I have no clue what that room was. I was going to say, because I thought I did that. I cleaned it all up and everything. The idea was to literally just be like, bam, there we go, and everything's sorted. That moment where I'm juggling like every part of the story as well when I think about it. And then extra bits as well to make it unique. You know, it's so much to juggle, but it's good. Like, it'll be great when I can really focus on those areas and not have to worry about, you know, characters being voiced and stuff. When I don't have to worry, that's when I can really focus on minute details and stuff. And that's when a lot more things will slot into place nicely. And I just realized because of how I'm sounding here at the moment, it's going to make me sound like I'm absolutely insane. Like, sometimes it'll make it sound like I'm talking to myself or whatever. It's just like, it's totally not the whole deal. Just going to quickly do that, and then I'm going to see about how everything is here now. Eats clam burger. My nibbling would do a perfect bratty, I swear, says Sammy. Seasoned Slamberg with glitter. Yeah, if I could get two people to do like a perfect Valley Girl accent, you know, for both Bratty and Catty, but obviously sounding slightly different for the two individuals, then I'd be more than happy. I need to actually do a video about that and put it out and start trying to get more people. There are like some others I need to replace because some people have dropped out, you know, due to not being able to do the roles anymore, and I'm like, oh no. No, so I've got to make sure I fix all of this and make sure that all the voices are done. But yeah, I can't wait as well to actually get Catty and Bratty confirmed. Like, the thing is, I want the lines done in advance, so I know that they're there, you know, for when I need them. But what's gonna confirm them for me properly is when we can turn around and safely say, yeah, we've got the 3D models for them. You know, it's why characters like Gerson are definitely confirmed, because I've got the model for them. Same with a couple of the other characters that I've not announced yet, and then, like, I think recently we mentioned Onion in one stream, where I was like, yeah, we got Onion now. So, Onion-san's in. Finally, we've done that. Fish Receptionist is next. So, it's gonna be fun. We've almost got it. We've almost got it. It's looking clean. Dude, no joke, the next couple of streams might literally be just fixing, like, the inside of the home and getting all the details done. Because, like, this is gonna look so clean now. Like, I'm just gonna show you the other mesh in a little bit and show you how bad it was. I just need to do these last two rooms, and then that's it. We done, as far as I'm concerned. There's the other mesh, right? I just need to hide this, punch through the walls, and then we're good. Look at how I was doing this before. It's disgusting. What I need to do is at least take the sizes of these. Which fit there. And then just do the sizes. I don't believe we've managed to fix this much in this, like, what, hour and 45? That's an hour and 45 that's worth it as far as I'm concerned. Like, tomorrow's stream is literally just going to be this. I can tell you it now. You know, the with confidence is going to be the skeletons rooms. But look at this, right? We gotta go backwards a little bit. And then we go like that. And the idea for this was that we just have it done in such a way that it saves polys. My nibbling just went to sleep, otherwise I would have told them about it to Sammy. So I need to here now, right? I could literally just do this the super lazy way, and I don't think it'll matter at this point. Primarily because of simple fact of it's not too bad. Although saying that, I do actually need a window or two in here, if I remember rightly. Did I just... No, I did do that correctly. Both of them have a window. Right, and then it's... I remember it was like that because we were going to try and fit all of Papyrus's room in like that. The idea was it was going to be integrated like this. How are you going to build Mew Mew's place? Is it going to be an extension of the house or underneath? It's going to be underneath. What I plan on doing is having the basement actually in here. Or just have it so that the door is there. And then I can build like a separate one like on this map at some point where we go down into it. I'll figure it out because like I need to raise that and make it higher anyway. Like, it needs to be easily as high as the sink. But I just realized I can easily do like a, at least I think, I keep saying easily as if I'm really confident in it. I think I can do an adjustment to the floor that will allow me to not destroy everything and be able to do it. We have to redo the wood texture there as well. But yeah, the idea being that I could probably even put another wire in here and just have it as like, kind of like the ruins where it's a set of stairs that goes down and then we've got the dog shrine underneath. Sorry, I've been gone for a while, says Joel. I'll just go to bed. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much, Joel. Yeah, we got the tall sink confirmed. Which is good because I really want to put Mew Mew in. Like, Mew Mew's one of the parts where I know it's going to be fun doing it. And at the same time, I know people are going to be really interested in that fight sequence. You know, so... because of the souls. I'm going to do the ceiling height as abnormally large here. And the reason why is because it doesn't break what we've already got, but it does give me more room to play with. Like, for instance, if I go here now and, if I just drop it just a tiny bit, then you can kind of get something realistic there. Hang on. So we go in and we look around, and that's not too bad. And then if I need to, I can put the window over here, and then we can put Sans' window somewhere in here. We can split these up if we need to, so I'm not messing around too much with them. Hey Dave, pick a number between 1 and 5. 3. Your soul splits in half just for the fight, yeah. The idea is it's going to be an interesting one too. And that's going to be the first reveal of that properly as well, when I think about it, is just how that's going to work. That's going to be the first big reveal of like, hey, it's the player. You know. That's the moment where everyone's going to be like, wait, what? And then you've got all the other stuff that will be hidden in plain sight before that, that kind of is a dead giveaway. There we go, we got that, we got this. I was watching Shay do hot takes for Undertale before. I think it was a video he put out like about a month ago, maybe? That was funny. Oh. There we go, right? So now, like I was saying before, because I punched a hole in that wall, that now looks as though it's a circle when really it's not. And it looks clean! That's the most important bit. What? That is clever, Yusiki Sale. Yeah, the idea being that, like, I'm going to have some other stuff in plain sight that kind of alludes to player stuff. But it's a lot of, like, basically, you blink and you'll miss it kind of thing. And then, obviously, audio stuff as well, so it won't all be visual. You'll have to kind of guess, you know, like, which parts are actually being spoken by Frisk and which are actually being spoken by the player. But yeah, this is a nice, clean way of doing that without having to have like a million lines. It's just, it's so much easier than having like lines go off all over the place. And look at that mesh is just, I'm so happy with it compared to this other one. Like, look at this. This is a mess. This is what happens when I'm trying to get my head around the idea, right? And this happened with Waterfall as well. Like, this is why I was freaking out with Waterfall when I was doing that, was that I come up with an idea and I work on little bits of it, and then I'm like, okay, I need to optimize. So I start trying to optimize, and I'm thinking of different ways, and I'm like, okay, how do I do this? And I find a good way of doing it, and then next moment everything just falls apart. Because like this is done in a similar way, but if I remember rightly, that's done with 8, that's done with 6. 6 works better there. Could be wrong. That might actually be an 8, I'm not sure. But either way, it's like you can see me struggling with the way that this is to try and work it out. And even though everything is quads, apart from one try that was down here originally, it's like you can see where I'm trying to get quads here to just keep them going so that we're not having unnecessary polygons. But I'm going way too heavy on it way too early when I've not got all the details in. And thus it's forcing me to come up with stupid things like this where it's like, oh, it's all quads, but it looks like ass. You know? And it's just, oh, it's terrible. It's like I'm doing my usual room splitting thing where I split the room at the edge so that I can mess around with the verts if I need to. And that just messed up. And then I was like, okay, I need to do the window here. I'll do the window in quads. And then the window is the turning point where I started panicking, where I was like, okay, the window is all in quads and it looks like it loops around pretty nicely. But the way that I had it looping around, it just was not going well. It was stopping here and not going clean through. It's just like, oh no, this is terrible. It's just falling apart. And I'm just like, okay, I'll just do it again. And then I just do it again and do it like ultimately way better. Everything's super clean. I'm not sort of worried about it at all. It looks accurate. Looks nice. I'm not staring at like 50 million wires all going off in weird locations. And I'm still doing the whole thing with quads. You need that to avoid smoothing errors and stuff, but it's just, oh, it's so much better. You know, that's just ugly and messy. That's like, this looks like Baby's first attempt at doing wireframes and, you know, trying to get them to be clean as possible. And this one's like, dude, I've just gone back to the drawing board and just fixed everything. It looks so much better. You know, I'm not gonna blink, says Sammy. The whole thing is imposing. No joke. I know I started the stream by asking, did anybody want to change the house design and like showing off the house design from The Sims that I found, and be like, look, I'm so upset with this now, this one, that I just want to do a new design because it makes sense. And instead now I'm just like, oh, screw it, I'm almost done here because this looks so much better. And all it is literally just a change in the way that I was approaching stuff. You know. It's so nuts. Like, I'm just taking a breather for a sec because I'm honestly so happy with this. Again, it's that whole thing of just being like, where do I put all these four-sided polygons? The new house is worth it, definitely. Definitely. It keeps the same size and same layout and everything, which fits within the sprite work, while having a little bit of problem because of the exterior being slightly different. Only slightly, but this gets as close as I can get while looking clean. Just so much better. It's no joke. I'm glad I put in the effort. Like, I was freaking out at the beginning of the stream, but two hours worth of just working on it and slowly figuring it out. It's gonna work so much better now. Like, if I go to wireframe mode, that should all be pretty smooth. Yeah, it is. Apart from that, though, which can be fixed. It's just a little bit of tweaking instead of, like, the entire thing. And then even in here, like, if I got super lazy with the rooms here, it wouldn't be a major problem, because, like, the way that this works, there's a window over there. Well, we can get that super easy, and then if I need to, I can work back towards here. Like, because I really do want these windows to be in, so, like, for instance, the easiest way of doing this without affecting the base mesh is the way that I've been cheating on some areas, which is a nice thing to do. Because in some areas you can get away with it, right? Although that's not linking to the main area if it doesn't go through there, so that's fine. We can always just pop the window in there for Sans' room as well. I think we should be able to get away with it. Like for Papyrus' room, I'm going to need to... First I need to scale the window. So for instance, it's a box, right? So instead of having it set up like this, we go geometry, add mesh, cube, and then we're just going to do a tutorial. Tutorial is roughly kind of like Papyrus in terms of size. So if we did something like this, that wouldn't be too bad for a window. And then we just move it to kind of this height. Let's see. Makes me wonder if the tornado of stuff will be hard to render. That reminds me, why am I putting it in Sans' room if we're not going to see it? Trying to remember, do we actually get to see Sans' room throughout normal gameplay, or is it only unlocked via a certain condition? Do you think putting some handrails towards the bedroom doors would kill much the style? No, what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to be putting handrails up there. Very similar to, you know how I did Home? Where I had the banisters going across the top of the stairs to make everything safe, and it looked really nice. I'm literally going to do the same thing for Sans and Papyrus' house, going all the way up the stairs, and then all the way across to the balcony. So it's going to be good. Better get perhaps car bed. Oh yeah, Papyrus will have his car bed. Yeah, because I can do a funny, because that's the one thing I haven't wrote in actually in the script as well as Frisk responding to going into Sans' room, because it's not, I can't remember if there's a condition that requires you to open it. Hang on. Because I just naturally assumed we weren't going to go in there. But it would be funny to at least take a peek in, see the whirlwind, and be like, whoa, what? Let's not go in there. Kind of thing. Let's see, Sans room, Undertale. Sans' room, okay. Excuse me. Is earned with a no EXP neutral room. Okay, so basically do a pacifist route on your first playthrough. Go to the Judgment Hall, and then reload the save, or just go back. Or it could be done by returning to the area in a second neutral route. Okay, either way, the protagonist, Sans notices the protagonist, tongue twister, protagonist has already heard his spiel and exchanges one code word and then another, and it's revealed by reloading again. Sans gives the protagonist the key to his room, which mysteriously appears on the protagonist's keychain. When the protagonist first enters the room, they walk into what's seemingly an empty void. After a bit of walking, Papyrus turns the lights onto the room and tells the protagonist that we're using a treadmill in the dark. Yeah, I didn't see this myself, so... You got owned, nerd. Dirty sock pile. Blah. And the silver key. Is the silver key for the lab? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's why. So, okay. So we might not actually be going in Sans' room. Yeah, you need to talk to him in the Judgment Hall, and then do that. For the key, yeah. It is random. It would be funny as like a behind-the-scenes thing. It would be funny to have like a reaction from Frisk and Papyrus to that, because I could get that probably, like just as a silly thing for even as a future trailer, just like, oh, what's going on in here, you know, kind of thing. But that means we only really need to worry about Papyrus's room, which is good, because it's the important one for the date. Which we can just do this. And then we can put it behind the computer over here, in the corner, where it's meant to go. And we can just do 2 more loops in there. It's good practically, especially if I was to do this and get really lazy with it. Because by adding another edge loop in there, it would add another one around the entire house. Technically, what I can do is 2 there, and then I can separate this as an individual room. I just realized if we're not going in Sans' room, I can not do it. Sounds fun, but why not? Sans' room in a future trailer sounds fun. Okay, so I might just build it up then and have it in a trailer just for the sake of it. But yeah, I can do 2 there, and then separate this room as a completely unique thing. Like, watch. This is how we cheat, right? There are obvious ways to, or some subtle ways of cheating the system so that we can achieve what we want while not affecting anything else. Yeah, that's fine though, right? I love the way I'm doing this to that music as well. Okay, so we take this and we just separate it. Now anything we do to this will not affect anything in the main wireframe. So we could literally butcher the hell out of this and just be as lazy as possible and it would not affect it. So for instance, like I was saying before, I've already got one that goes around like that, right? Might be a bit higher up than I want, but it's not too bad. We can just do this. And there we go. That would be the absolute laziest way of putting a window in here. Because then we can just take these, put them about there, take all of it to the wireframe here. Oh wait, no, that can't be changed, that one. But I can do that one. I can at least do that. And then what we do is we take this, and we punch through it. Then we place this similarly to how we did the one in the main lobby area. And we just go, oh crap. The idea being that this will be pretty thin because it's a square window, right? And then bring that slightly down just a bit. Put that there. As long as this is within the whole area, we can just take that, inset, so it's just on the inside of that, and then bridge through there, and then bam, there you go. There's one window for you, in the exact place it needs to be. No problem, no messing around, doesn't affect the wireframe on the outside. Still have it look like it's a decent transition. All we really did was just add one more wire around there, which will be covered by the door frame as well, so we won't even see that. My puppy says hi, she's never been in here. Nice! Look at the puppy as well. But yeah, that's more or less the basic setup for Skeleton House now. It's just a case of getting all the furniture inside and doing all the texture work. I think, didn't I say I'd done bits of the texture work, I swear. Hang on. Her name is Delilah and she's huge. What breed is Delilah then? That's got me interested. Oh. Big Papa. Big Papa is good, Papa. But yeah, these are all important into seeing the other parts of Snowdin. And then just boom. Pyrenees, sort of like a wolf dog mix. Oh, okay. Pyrenees and some sort of wolf dog mix. She's a herding dog. Ooh, interesting. Yes, that's gonna be massive then. Yeah, because Pyrenees, I'm looking here. Pyrenees are basically like golden retrievers a little bit. Yeah, Pyrenean mountain dog. They're a bit like golden retrievers. I'm just having a look now. The one that always gets me. I gotta make windows like you, it's much easier and cleaner. The thing is, you can make it cleaner as well. Like, if we did it properly, we could do it like that. And I mean, I could always go back and do it like that. Because then we wouldn't have to mess around so much like this, but it's the whole thing of that's just, it's a clean solution for something that you might think is overly complicated, but if you're only using it for like renders and stuff, it's not too bad. The rest is fine for in-game stuff. It's just, you know, like if I want to get it in an engine, this window, or rather this room now, is the only problem if I wanted to take it into an engine, but by doing that, we can easily solve it by just using the same sort of solution that we have here, where we try and bring out these extra polys into quads, and then just join it up with one there, and then the rest of these go round. It's either that, or I do it like the door. But even the doors are using the same sort of technique as the windows, so just hide that there. When I do a mesh like this, it's real nice, and it feels satisfying to get it done like this as well. It's just so good. Let's see if I have the floor ready, because I swear I did like floor textures and everything a while back. Some of these are not being used. I think I know why. Do I have the floor texture here in them? I swear I did. And then I started making Napstablook's house. This is going to be the same situation with Toriel's house. Is like, I don't like the fact that Toriel's house is a massive challenge. Not Toriel's house. Undyne's house. It's a massive challenge because of the shape of it. You know, like, I've already done the outside, but the inside is going to be nuts. Yeah, I've been doing the textures here, I can tell. I've got the downstairs carpet, the kitchen tiles, the flame carpet, and the skull flag done for Papyrus's room, so I just need to do some of the other textures and then we're good. Toriel is stirring into my soul. Yeah, we're gonna leave it for the time being. What I can do is I can make, what do you reckon, wallpaper for the walls here? Because I can easily do like wallpaper and then do this bone here as some stuff, work on the textures for Papyrus's door, do the extra details for like the skirting and stuff like that. Trying to think of what else I need to do. The race car bed obviously is a major thing. Then after that, I think I've got most of the textures done. I can just start like texturing the place up. All of the socks. Oh yeah, I need all of the socks too. But I mean, like for other stuff, for just like minor things that will get the majority out of the way. I just realized I can use the same computer from Napstablook's house for Papyrus's. I just realized I have not put the, oh no, I haven't put it in. It's the, for a giant sword, you should choose something like an online action, sword out online. Bleach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose Ichigo's Zangetsu from Bleach, because it's literally a giant sword. In fact, I might get that now, while I can. Hang on. Giant anime sword. The model resource. It's either that or I get the Dragon Slayer from Berserk. See where it is. Trying to see if I can get it now. Where's Dragon Slayer? Guts' blade. It's either that or we can get Dragon Blades from Monster Hunter as well. Excuse me. Let's try, let's just try bleach. I love the way I actually get a bottle of bleach. Give Pappy's computer some JoJo stickers. Oh my god. Hey, don't tempt me, I might do. For a laugh, like, fill up Papyrus's room with a bunch of stuff. Even references his older form when he was going to be your average Reddit mod, and just give him like a freaking what was it? There's a certain type of hat for it. I'm trying to remember the name for the hat. That was it, fedora. Phew, that took a while. You can tell I'm all over the place at the moment mentally. I'll just give him like a fedora and put it on like his table or something as a reference to when Toby was going to make him what looked like a Reddit mod in the concept art. And then Toby changed that completely. I feel like Papyrus would like anime. Oh, totally. I'm trying to get Ichigo's sword here now. Hang on. Zangetsu. Ooh, there's Hollow Ichigo. Oh god, it's the PSP version though. Can I... Wait, what? There's 2 games there. One's for the Wii? The one for the Wii I could probably... There's Bankai, there's non-Bankai? Ah, there we go. And there's the PSP version that has the lower poly thing. So yeah, at least I know I can get Ichigo's model from Bleach, and then I can just put that and maybe the mask on a wall or something. It has to be the Killer Queen stand. Papyrus loves anime, but because of Undyne. Because Undyne is constantly getting tricked by Alphys. The anime is real. Have like a poster on Papyrus's wall that says "Anime is real?" question mark. But there's a lot of fun stuff that I want to put in Papyrus's room anyway. Oh, I got a DM here. What's the DM? It's happy. Oh, nice. That poster would be a nice detail to have. Yeah, just anime is real question mark, like a motivational poster or something. But yeah, what we'll be doing is tomorrow, I think tomorrow if everything's okay. What I'll be doing is I'll be trying to do the basics for textures, and then I'll be trying to do sourcing of models and placing everything upstairs as well, and then we can just go from there. Here's an interesting one for you guys. In terms of like the actual walls that look like the dark reddish brown, what should I do for that? I'm thinking like wallpaper, similar to the stuff that I had in the resort, because that would be super easy to do. I can just change the color of the resort texture and away we go. Don't believe I haven't put the closet in here. That's gonna be a pain. I know what I can do for that as well. I can literally just make the wall here slightly bigger. Like, I'll push it back at some other points. There's a little bit of an outcropping there, but it shouldn't be too much. It just makes sense then. And then I've not altered the mesh too much. I'm just at least going to try and get an image of this. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take off the front wall here, so I can get a screenshot of this and be like, look, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing. There we go. I'll just get a screenshot of that real quick, post it up, and be like, look, things and stuff. It's happening. I panicked for ages on stream, and then it was just like, nah, it's done. So if I go through and open Skeleton House again, that reminds me, does that actually spoil some of the files? Ah! Hang on, did that actually? Oh, it didn't. It didn't, oh my god. So it actually does show up file names there. Oh my god, right, at least it's not showing up anything yet that I have to be worried about in terms of spoilers. I was worried it was going to be showing like spoiler characters that I've looked at recently and stuff. Let's see, I just finished the 4th part of JoJo. Giovanni is Dio's son? Like, what? Yeah. That's a twist. What would happen if a member of the Dio family was a good guy? Brain isn't working vision-wise today, says Sammy. He did the thing, oh noes. Yeah, so my one fear is when I open a model on stream like that it's going to show off stuff like, for instance, certain characters that I haven't confirmed yet. If I haven't confirmed them with you guys, as in like I haven't blatantly said like this character's in it, at least 3 of them are redacted. Basically, I'm choosing redacted as a word because it's like I don't want to name them right now because I figure it'll be cool having them in like a trailer or something. But if I go reveal that kind of stuff, then I'm like, oh my god, you're doing this? You know, it's like I want to save that special moment for next trailer, you know, and then obviously the animation. So it's like, oh no. So I want to obviously not be looking at all these cool things that I'm getting, like, until I can confirm stuff like before, where I was like, yeah, we've got Onion-san. Or before that, where I was like, we've got Gerson. And then people were like, dude, show off Gerson. And I was like, no. I'm not showing off Gerson yet. But Gerson's awesome. So yeah, it's just slowly building up the cast. Anyway, I'm going to get going because it's like 12:30 and I've got to get up early tomorrow. But at least tomorrow will be a fun day and I can come in and relax and just have fun texturing stuff and placing things and chilling. And we can get this done and then I've got to just do a couple of updates in Snowden after that. So yeah, thank you very much everyone, I hope you've enjoyed. I have enjoyed your company as usual, and I shall see you on the next one. So until tomorrow, at roughly the same time, bye!